Come on, motorcade, get over here. You ever heard the game Whack-A-Mole? You ever heard Whack-A-Mole with storage? Check this out. Listen, when you're buying an experience, you need something to exceed what you have. Look at the storage in here. 3 ways, Whack-A-Mole, right? Okay. What about this? What about here? What about over here? What about over here? What about over here? Come on, this is fantastic. All right. I'm gonna try to get out of here, not killing myself. Welcome in, Motorcade 2026. Odyssey. Just come in. 22 TF. First of all, I started you out with storage. When you're buying something, you want an experience. So we're excited to have a 2026 fresh. So we want to do a little walkthrough, a little demo. The gimbal is working so far, so that's good. It was overheating last time. So hopefully you have some good video. Appreciate Chris holding the camera here. We want to look around and demo this 22 TF. Very cool setup. So obviously 25, roughly 25 in length. So you pretty much can go anywhere. If I take out a unit like this, I put the back end over the grass. Therefore, that gives me a regular wheelbase. I can park almost anywhere. So that's the first thing. And when you're getting into an experience with a motorhome, you have to have something that differentiates from all else that's out there. And so when you get into this one is very unique. You'll see on the inside. I love the setup on the inside. Now this one, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heavens. So Ecclesiastes says. So we're all at different points in our lives, so you have to find the floor plan that works best for you. Unfortunately, this one will not work for me. I love this floor plan, but I need 6 belts. This has 4 belts right off the bat, okay? So one of the first things, everybody's at different points in their lives, so you have to find the floor plan that works best for you. Molded front cap. We've been talking Entegras for a while now, so you're already familiar with that if you're watching my videos. Molded front cap all the way around. Nobody else does that. Listen, I was demoing a 2008 today, and you can see multiple layers of silicone and putty and people trying to keep that thing tight. And you can. It's just messy. It's tough to do. You got to constantly be on top of it. But with a molded cap, you don't have to worry about any of that. It's just like a boat hull. So, listen, adds value. It looks better. And when you go to trade this thing in 3, 4, or 5 years, you don't have to study the cracks to make sure it hasn't been leaking or if something's been going on up there. It's just the best way to do it. Now, this has the V8 Godzilla 7.3, 325 horse, plenty of power to get around. Being an Entegra, you get 2 camping seasons on the warranty. That's huge. Once again, listen, we're talking about longevity. We're talking about maybe you've never done this before. Molded front cap, so when you go to trade, you don't have to worry about the whole front end being rotted. 2 camping seasons under warranty, 3-year structural. These things are huge. Now, I'm under the awning of success here at RCD Sales, family owned, top 50 dealer. We want to be the best, and Entegra wants to be the best, and that's why we carry these products, because they tie in perfectly with what we want to do. Now, one of the things you're going to look at as soon as you walk up, when you get into entry-level Class Cs, we've talked about this, this has a step. This is important because so many people, my brother just had knee surgery, partial replacement. So many people have knee surgery, hip replacement, and so that having that, I just had a customer, they had a 2-step, and they had to carry it around with them. Listen, you don't pay $100 grand to bring a bunch of accessories to make something work if you don't have to. So instead of carrying around a 2-step, which my customer, he just traded in, he had that, they put a step on here for you, and it's power. So it makes it a lot easier to get in and out. And those little things add up when you're out on the campsite. You're out in the wilderness. You're out on a campsite. You're stopping at a gas station, not having to worry about getting the 2-step out of storage, putting it down. You have an automatic step, which is huge. So you can see it folds right back in nicely. Propane, this is what you're going to find on your motorhomes. They don't detach and you go fill them up at the store. You have to pull up and they have to physically fill that up for you. A rental place, RV, so keep that in mind. Dometic, pop 4 screws the service guy can get to it. You get wasp in there, bees, debris. They can go in there and clean that out quickly. It's going to save you money down the line. Hot water heater, traditional, 6-gallon, gas, electric. It's going to take care. You know, these things aren't terrible. It's not your house. So you get used to your house just taking a 20-minute shower. I love hot showers. When you're on the road, you realize you're not in your house. So get wet, soap up, and then just run it till the hot water runs out. That's a pretty good experience. It's a pretty good experience. You're going to get 10 minutes out of that 6-gallon. So once again, you're on the road, but you still can have those amenities of home. Storage. See, instead of this falling down, banging into the body, stretching that where it swivels, they actually put that on there to hold it, which is nice. It's not meant to be used as a table. But it's just little things that Entegra does that makes a big difference. Under a nice power awning, listen, that's the best space in the campground right there. Outside, get the sun off of you. If a shower comes through, you can just hang out. Best place to hang out, awning side. Storage. We want to put storage anywhere we can. Now, I think I demoed this pretty good, whack-a-mole style, all right? I mean, I can't hardly think of any, unless you get into a diesel pusher, storage this profound. This is absolutely amazing. 3 sides. And actually, see, this is the little things that Entegra does. When's the last time you saw a heat vent in a storage area? Okay? So who doesn't want that? You might get in a cold weather application and you don't want stuff freezing up. So they actually have a vent in the back. All right, coming around. So this one, obviously you're ready to pull. You're ready to pull 5,000 pounds. Just had a customer they picked up yesterday, flat towing. So you can flat tow, tow dolly. You actually can pull the whole thing on a trailer. It's however you want to pull. That's up to you. Flat towing is the easiest, but it's the most expensive. So, but once again, look at this storage. Absolutely amazing. Backup camera. A lot of people, when they get in there and they look at the view, they don't like it. Now, the good thing is you can turn that. So you can point it down if you're pulling a vehicle, or you can bring it out and give you a little broader view. So you can adjust that, not sideways, but you can adjust that. All right, we're coming around. Once again, another spot to get in this. It's crazy. I mean, have you ever seen that before? That's absolutely amazing, all right? And I'm glad I can still do that. Now, shower, wash the adventure off. I like how it's all kind of integrated. Basically, city fixtures, fill tank for dummies, right? A lot of people have never done this before. It's nice to just get in here and they actually have the diagram for you. That's what you want. Power cord is in here. I didn't open it. Fuel should be 55 gallons of fuel. On down, nice little shelf storage. Of course, your generator. This is what makes a motorhome special. Plenty of power out there on the road. Runs right off the gasoline tank. So as we go around, this one, a lot of them will bypass the step side. It's cheaper. You get an entry level, you don't have a step side, so you have a big step up. So you actually have a step side. Once again, can't over exaggerate the molded front cap. Now this is where it gets fun. So a motorhome is to provide you an experience that you can't find anywhere else. Well, you're about to see this because when you're out on the road, you need storage, which have tons of that. What about a king bed? What about a king bed? Or if you don't like sleeping with one another as far as beside each other and you move too much, you can turn it into a twin. You're going to see what I'm talking about. So come on in. One little last thing. A lot of people like to steal catalytic converters off of these. They actually it moves, and so it's hard to cut. So if somebody gets up under there and tries to steal your catalytic converter, and that's a hassle, and it's a real thing, which is why we have a Jurassic Park fence around this place, because so many catalytic converters were getting stolen. So if you want to try it, you can mess around with our 7,000 volts on the fence if you want to feel a nice little buzz if you want to try to do that. But they actually put this to make it where they're going to have to work for it. That's nice. So let's go inside. Guess what? I don't have to run and go get that step and put the step down. I can just step in, power step. Isn't that nice? Let's come on in. You actually have, this clips, the batteries are right under the steps. So easy accessibility. Come on into the house. Come on into the house. Once again, you want something to provide a service that you can't find in your regular vehicle. So now we have all this storage up front. This is the tree house. This is what the kids want. 32-inch TV. This is just very simplistic, but it provides what you need. Booth, little table to eat, hang out. You have nice little countertop space, 2-burner, microwave, storage galore. Storage. All right, now we're going to go to this bathroom. This is what makes a motorhome special right here. Having this bathroom. I have 4 kids. Come on, they always want a snack. They always want to use the restroom. And guess what? I have a refrigerator right here. I can keep all my Red Bull, Prime, snacks, milk, everything you like at home, you can bring along with you. Come on, you can't top that. Once again, I just got back from the West. We did 5,200 miles, and I'm just going to keep hammering it. I was reminded of how bad hotels stink, and they literally do stink. They're overpriced. They're dirty. Booked a hotel, was almost to Missoula, Montana, and they basically said it was overbooked. Sorry. And then they tried to keep our money, and we had to fight with them, and they finally just refunded it. That's the foolish things you get involved with when you get into hotels. My kids like the breakfast. Sometimes it's cereal and a banana. That's lame. And sometimes it is. You got waffles. You have a good mix, okay? Or they want the pool. Well, guess what? You can't really find one with a pool. So, like, it's just hard out there on the road trying to time up your hotels with where you're at, especially if you're out sightseeing. It's a miserable way to travel. This is the way. You can pull off anywhere, sleep anywhere. This is the way to do it. Once again, you got your bathroom. You have the bathroom right in here, shower, plenty of room for you and the kids. You're dirty. Just need to take a quick shower. There's nothing like being out after a long day, getting a shower, just changing the mood, being out in the great outdoors, and you have all the amenities of home no matter where you are. Once again, freezer, refrigerator. Now we get to the best part. So we have all this storage, all this little secret storage underneath, which is neat. Okay. All this little secret storage. Love it. So somebody moves too much or you just want to be left alone, you can set up the twins. You have the twin beds. This is just beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. All right. Or if you're out on the road, once again, the bed space becomes a lounge area. You have a spot where you can put a TV over there and watch Vacation Trucker on loop 24/7. Help those views. Or you can take this magic pillow, turn this thing into a king. How cool is this? All right. Now you have a king bed in a 25-foot motorhome, and it's easy to do it. It's not like you got to do a lot of pulling and setting up. Storage. Who likes to sleep cold? I do. How about some frosty air just blowing on you while you sleep? You say, well, I don't like that. Well, you can close this, and then you can actually dump it. This is all ducted AC. You can actually turn them. So you have a nice bedroom. Actually, how many people you could sleep in this? You could, if you had to, you could easily sleep 4 back here. That's not even counting having the front cap. So a ton of access. Once again, Entegra. They're flat floors, but this one, of course, you got to step up because they have all that storage in the back. So an awesome floor plan. Make sure you check one out. This is a perfect machine, especially a couples coach, or even if you have 4, this would be a great way to travel, especially if you have a newborn, smaller children. You all can sleep back here. Use this all for storage up front. So once again, great setup, Entegra. I love what they do. Molded front cap. step on the outside, tons of storage, king bed. Why wouldn't you want to do this? I'm just asking you, why wouldn't you want to do this? Why are people still buying Tahoes? And why are they still buying those things when you can have a bathroom, when you can have all these amenities while you're out there on the road? So hope you enjoyed the video. Come out and see us. RCD Sales here in Pataska, Ohio. Ask for Motor Mike. Thanks for watching.